Lauren Boebert's sex offender husband, Jayson Boebert, recently had the cops called on him for running over a mailbox and verbally assaulting his neighbors. Which is what any good, classy person would do. Real follower of Christ would, terrorize their neighbors the way that Boebert's husband has in this case. Now, the Denver Post released the 911 call made by one of the neighbors during this dispute. Let's take a listen.
There's a domestic situation happening right in front of my driveway, and now he's driving away, I think, just about fighting. It's bad. It's Lauren Boebert's jackass husband, Jayson. He's running over my mailbox right now. Stop, you jackass! Get the f*** out of here.
Okay,
yeah,
I need
there's about to be some shit going down here.
Okay, who is the gentleman that's going over your mailbox?
Jackass husband. Jayson Boebert.
Jayson, okay.
Lauren Boebert's
What's he
husband.
driving?
Yeah, Lauren Boebert, the congresswoman. His kid was racing up and down our 25-mile-an-hour street, doing 50 miles an hour in a Razor, and then he told my neighbor to f*** off when he came out to tell him to slow down. And the next thing we know, his dad, Jayson, comes down here trying to claim that somebody took a swing at his kid, and nobody did. But this guy, Jayson Boebert, is as dumb as a post, but this guy is so irrational. Jason's probably drunk, so you could probably get him for DUI because he just drove down here.
Sir, did he have any weapons?
He's loaded to the hilt. Do you know who his wife is? Lauren Boebert. She's loaded. They all have guns. Yes.
Okay.
Well, they certainly do have a lot of guns. They pose for those photos with a ton of their weapons. So what was the aftermath of this dispute? Well, the cops were called, as you could hear from that call, and the Denver Post reported that eventually deputies arrived, and the sheriff previously told the Post that everybody had agreed to work it out as neighbors. There were no charges, no further action. The sheriff's office offered no additional information after being asked for a statement from the Post regarding the contents of the calls. So, Cenk, we know that the Boeberts have a history with run-ins with authorities. Lauren Boebert got arrested once for resisting arrest after getting super rowdy at a music festival and telling festival goers to essentially ignore the cops and not listen to them. You have Jayson Boebert, who had shown his penis to minors at a bar while he was with Lauren Boebert's stepfather. This is what they do, and then they purport to be the self-righteous ones. that follow the Lord and just want to do right by their constituents. Obviously, that's not true.
Yeah, they got funny family values. So this is a group that's family is the most important thing. In that story, that the last one that Anna told you, he's with his father-in-law, Jayson Boebert is, and he's like, "Oh, dude, okay, you're never gonna believe this. I'm gonna show my wee-wee to a 17-year-old." And to them, that's like that. Yeah, family values.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Oh, there's kids in the neighborhood. Let's go 50 miles per hour screaming down the road. And if anybody complains because they feel like their kids aren't safe, let's run over their mailbox with a truck. Okay, so it's something. It's a part of America, but it ain't family values. And so look, I care more about the corruption of the family members than their drunken escapades. And we've told you, Jayson Boebert's also getting hundreds of thousands of dollars from oil companies when I have no expertise in oil at all, okay? They're just funneling money to her family like crazy. Because they realize, the new brand of right-wingers, they're not even hiding their corruption. We don't even have to just do campaign contributions. We just hire their family members as consultants. Because Jayson Boebert looks like a really level-headed consultant you'd want to hire, right? But the one part of the story that I cared most about was when the neighbors, they asked, do they have a gun? And the neighbor says, yeah, they all have guns. And we've all seen the Christmas card. Yeah, literally even the smallest kid has a gun. And think about it, I know for a lot of you in America, your neighbor's 9-year-old having a gun and every one of them getting drunk and having guns at their disposal is normal. It's Tuesday for a lot of folks, right? But that's not a healthy situation, man. At some point, somebody's gonna at least make a mistake with those guns, and you're right next to it. This is really nutso stuff. And the right wing, of course, greets it with thunderous applause. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.